Good morning. Today we're going to Greece. We're going to be talking about Paul. This is Paul the Apostle from the Bible. It's taken from Acts chapter 17, about how Paul brought the story of Jesus to the Greeks. Now, Paul had been in prison and he was running away from people who wanted to put him back in prison for preaching about Jesus. And so he found himself in Athens. And he wandered around and looked around the city and was very sad to find that they had lots of idols. That is, images of God that they had made, or they believed to be God, that they had made and worshipped and brought sacrifices to. They had lots of gods in Greece. They had gods like Zeus, the god of lightning and thunder, and gods like Poseidon, god of the sea. You may have seen him in a movie somewhere. Gods like Artemis. I wonder if you can guess what he's the god of. He has bows and arrows and a deer, the god of hunting. They had Athena, who was the god of wisdom, and many other gods. But he also found an altar that was for the unknown God. And he started talking to the Greeks about this unknown God. So they brought him to the high court, said, "What are you babbling about?" And the Greeks, they loved to know everything that was going on. They wanted to know all the new ideas, what everyone was talking about. So they brought him to the high court to explain himself. And he said, "I see that you Greeks are very religious. You have a lot of gods. But you also have an altar to the unknown God. And I am going to tell you about this unknown God. For the true God, the one God, is not like your gods. Your gods are all the same, made into little idols. This God wasn't created by human hands. You couldn't mold him out of wood or stone or gold. No, this God created everything. Created you and me. We are his offspring. He is the great God. And he has sent his Son for us and raised him from the dead to prove that he is from God, so that we may believe in him and that we may not be ignorant anymore. Now I've told you, you know, so you can believe in the one true God. So that's the story of Paul and how he told the Greeks, with all their different gods, about the one true God who sent Jesus. And many of the Greeks believed in God after that. Some still thought he was babbling, but many believed and followed Jesus.